Three strikes and still beating. I am AK Thiagaraj. I try to put aside the depressing thoughts and go to sleep. The silver lining about getting heart surgery, you get as much morphine as you want. They give you this little button to push whenever you need more. That stuff is good, man. If I ever become president, I'd make universal morphine the cornerstone of my domestic policy. No more wars, no more road rage, no more social media spats, no more TikTok adults dancing like toddlers. Just a peaceful, slightly zonked out population. Of course, visionaries like me never get elected. And you'd think they'd let you sleep in peace, especially after they've gone in and attached artificial plumbing to your heart and fed you morphine like a warm milkshake. But no, they come in every hour to check vitals, do an EKG, draw blood, and just for fun, wake you up at 3:12 a.m. to ask, "How are you feeling?" "How do you think I'm doing, Susan?" The next morning, the doctor walks in, clipboard in hand, face unreadable. He checks the monitors, listens to my chest, adjusts a few settings. I am thinking, all right, cool, we are getting back to normal here. But then he drops a bombshell. During your tests, we noticed you have a leaky heart valve. It's not closing properly. Blood is flowing backward into your heart chamber. It's dilating your ventricle. It's congenital. You were born with it. Seriously? Is it Halloween in July? Are we doing a haunted house tour of my cardiovascular system? I just survived a heart attack. Barely processed that. Now you're telling me I got a defective valve from birth? Great. My heart isn't just damaged, it's been broken from the start, like a factory recall that never got issued. Oh, and a cardiothoracic surgeon will come talk to you. I'm like, wait, there are types of cardiologists? Like I thought cardiology was cardiology. You've got one heart, one cardiologist. End of story. Apparently not. This guy will talk to you about your valve. Awesome. So I've leveled up. Regular cardiology wasn't enough. Now I have unlocked cardiothoracic surgeon. Do I get two extra lives? Then it hit me. If teeth can have five specialists, orthodontist, endodontist, hygienist, that one person who just stares at your x-rays and nods, then maybe the heart, which is slightly more important, deserves at least two. Okay, fair enough. Didn't make it less terrifying. That word alone, cardiothoracic, sounds like he operates on dinosaurs. I was too numb to panic. My brain filed it under things to deal with after death. I mean, how bad can it be if I've had it since birth and never noticed? But then again, I just had a heart attack. What else was ticking quietly, waiting to blow? When my wife came that afternoon, I told her about the valve. First, she looked at me like I was messing with her. Then she started crying. I think she was wondering, did I marry someone cardiomed students use as a dissection cadaver? At this point, I wasn't a patient. I was just a case study. That night, the nurse said I needed to get some exercise. So there I was, shuffling down the hallway in a backless gown, gripping an IV pole like a walker, clutching my ego in the other hand. She read me like a confused tourist on a depressing museum tour. That's when it hit me how weak I had become. I wasn't the man I was 48 hours ago. Hell, I wasn't even the man I was that morning. The next day, the cardiothoracic surgeon came by. Turns out he was from the same state in India as me. And when he started speaking Tamil with a little English mixed in, I felt seen, not as a patient, not as a stent filled chart, but as a person. He told me the valve didn't need surgery right away, but it needed to be monitored closely. At some point, I'd have to get it fixed. Not today, he said. I wanted to ask him if ever was an option, but I just nodded, like I understood. Fuck it, I'll deal with it later. Maybe I'll be dead by then anyway. Next morning, they told me I was being discharged. What? I am not ready. I want to be here. I can't face the real world. Do you know I have to work, take care of my family, pay bills, and try to be nice to strangers? But they cut off the morphine. That was their way of saying, you're good. We have got other lives to save. My wife and daughters came to take me home. I signed forms the size of a phone book, got instructions on 6 new medications. Big Pharma must really love me. I am single handedly keeping Pfizer and Eli Lilly in business. I took off my gown and tossed it in the laundry bin. Finally, some dignity. Put on my own shoes, my own clothes, started walking toward the door. That's when the nurse stopped me. Firm grip on my arm. Sir, you can't walk. You need to be wheeled to the front. Your family will meet you there. I finally got dressed, finally looked human. And now I have to be paraded out in a wheelchair? I protested. They gave me the look. Hospital policy. I sat down. Didn't want to fight the nurses. I wasn't strong enough to win. They wheeled me to the car. My wife drove us home. And even though I had been on that road 100 times, it felt different. Strange. Like I was seeing it all through new eyes. With a body that wasn't quite mine anymore. And somewhere in that fog, I turned to my wife and asked, did you cancel the Airbnb? That is the episode. If this episode landed with you, take a moment to rate or review it on Apple or Spotify podcasts. It helps the right folks find it. And honestly, it helps me keep going too. beaten by life, still beating. See you next time.